I go, I will always know everything I need is right here with me. It's time to let it all go.
All right, hello, welcome everybody. This is our first ever live stream. As you can see on the screen there, we are in Sedona, Arizona. Let us know if you can hear us and see us, since we are streaming on our Starlink. Let's see here. So today just happens to be our 100th Travel Tuesday, and we're also celebrating our 2,000 subscriber milestone. So thank you, everybody. We can't do that without you. We really appreciate you all being here and joining us today. We thought, what's a better way to celebrate these two great milestones than bringing you all along for an adventure? So, yeah, so here we are. If you're just joining us, you're in luck. We've got some exciting things to share with you today. Throughout the episode, and we will be putting aside some time at the end of the episode to answer some of your questions you may have. But let's start by saying, how awesome is it that we can live stream from this location? We are at Red Canyon Overlook, I think it's called. So that's great. And then another great thing is that we have the Starlink to actually stream from here. We are 164 miles away from our service address, so we are roaming over a 3-hour drive, and as far as we can tell, this is all working out for us. I don't know if anybody's here with us that can tell us if they can actually hear and see us.
Drop a comment if you can hear this. Let us know how it's streaming.
Let us know if it's working or not, because on our end it looks great. Yeah, the Starlink has given us so much freedom to get more work done, to travel to more remote places so we can upload and download, and it's been amazing. Do you want to have you check the stats here on what our Starlink is? Do you want to give everybody some info?
I'm getting a mad echo in my ears. I'm going to take one of these out. Say that again.
Is that me? Maybe I can do that.
No, you're good.
Did that help?
No, it was just the delay. You're good.
I was saying, have you checked the Starlink stats? Do you know what our upload and download speeds are out here?
Yeah, so we're getting 180 megabits a second download and about 5 megabits a second upload.
Thank you, Standing Mannequin.
What do you say?
We're looking good, so we must be
Awesome.
able to hear us. Sorry, that's cut you off.
You're good. Yeah, so Starlink's working phenomenally here, and actually our neighbor has Starlink too. We rolled up and they had a Starlink out on the ground, so we were super stoked. We made friends with them immediately.
Just the two of us out here, and then there is a pink Jeep tour that comes by every few minutes, or not minutes.
Like every 30 minutes for 5 minutes.
So.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we were actually planning on live streaming outside for you guys today, but 40-mile-an-hour winds just kicked up. So it's a little too breezy. There's dirt blowing everywhere, so we decided to come inside. Nick may give you a little tour outside here in a little bit, show you all around. But let's start with our first announcement. We currently, or recently, just activated the YouTube membership. That's similar to the Patreon, but it's got some different perks. So if you are joining us and you are a member, your chats, comments will go to the top of the chats. Those will get answered first. There's different levels. We've got private membership perk videos that we're going to be putting out for you if you're at one of those levels. Yeah, there's all sorts of fun things on there. If you go through there and look, it should just be a little tab. Oh my gosh, look at that wind.
I know, it's pretty nuts.
Little tab on the top of our YouTube page that'll let you check all that stuff out. It's really easy to sign up. Just go to that membership page. Sorry, just throwing off my speaking skills. Go to the memberships tab on the YouTube page. Check that out. There's different levels. You want to go outside and show everybody the wind? Oh, you can see right now, like, your bike's in the way.
I don't know if I can turn this camera around, but yeah, I'll go outside.
You're gonna go outside in the 40-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, it's
pretty dusty. Yesterday was beautiful when we pulled up. Caught a really great sunset out here. So I'm gonna flip you guys over to Nick's screen here.
I guess I should turn my mic on. There we go. Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
There you go.
The wind's not too bad, but every once in a while you get this massive gust that just destroys everything. But man, what a view. We caught an incredible sunset last night.
I don't
There's
know
our
if that's me or if
camper.
I just...
There's our Starlink satellite. You can see it up there on the roof. This place is magical. Jack and I both did a meditation this morning out here on the mat, and it was pretty incredible. So happy you guys are here joining us today. Take it away, Jack. Come back in.
All right. So welcome back inside where the wind is better.
Yeah.
I could barely hear you. I don't know if that was just me or if I blasted.
Oh, really?
I turned your microphone up. I might have just blasted everybody. So anyway, tell you guys about our second big announcement. We've had a few questions about Nick's t-shirt on the episodes. Let me get you on the screen here. So he's got a Destination Now tank top on today. That one's not the best print quality. We've got some other ones.
No.
Got mine here. Flip screen. No, it's not. Shut up. The screen's too
Is that
small.
awkward enough for you?
There we go. That's a better shot.
I'm done.
Okay. Anyway, I've got mine on here. We've got a few different designs for you guys in our store on our website. So if you've never been on our website before, we've got a few different tabs. We've got a little About Us tab. All of our Amazon links that we use for any and every product you may have seen us use in any of our episodes. These are affiliate links, so if you use any of these, we do get a little kickback. It does help us keep making content. There's everything from camper, truck, everything entertainment, our video equipment, everything is on there if you're interested on anything that you've seen us use. Get back to the top.
And if there's something that you see us using that's not on that list, ask us. We'll make you a link.
We are happy to
Because
tell you where we got it.
anytime you use those links and you make a purchase, we do get a little kickback. So we appreciate you supporting our channel.
And there is a link in the description of every single video that brings you right to this page. The next tab is the store I was talking about. It is coming soon. It is not up and running yet. We are still working out a few of the kinks, and we're quality controlling some of these products to make sure you guys are getting your money's worth out of it. We've also got some swag, some mugs, some tumblers, koozies, and things like that for you. Shop, so that we will let you know when that goes live. It's not currently live, but it will be soon. And then if you continue on, we do have all of our... If you've not seen that, of course you're on YouTube, you see them there as well. So you most likely don't need to use those links. Back to where we are.
And if you prefer to get notified via email about our new and upcoming videos and when they release, you can go to our website, DestinatioNow.com, and it's actually spelled DestinatioNow.com, and sign up for our email mailing list, and we'll automatically send you an email every time we put out a video.
Those are for Travel Tuesday videos only. I can do Maintenance Mondays if you're interested in that. Also, we'll send you out one with our store goes live. So that's just at the bottom of every single web page on our website. You can just sign up for email lists. We're not selling your emails. It's strictly just for me to let you know what's going on with us. We did have a request for Trixie to join us today.
Oh, Trixie dog.
So we've got a little guest down here. She just crawled under our table. She's excited to see what we're doing over here.
There you go.
Let's see, we've got the Trixie cam over here.
She doesn't know what's going on. Say hi to the camera.
Alright, there you go, DJ Afrolash. We know you love your Trixie. Oh, Jeff's here. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, we're still in Sedona. Hey, Nevi. Back over here. So, is there anybody? I don't think any of you are currently in Sedona, but if there's anybody out there watching that's currently in Sedona, we would love to get some suggestions of places to go.
No, Nevi, I'm not uncurling the mustache. It's gonna get curlier as I go, my friend.
He wants to be able to twist it like that railroad guy. Black and white.
Like the railroad guy?
Hey,
what am I gonna sign?
No, the guy that ties the chick to the railroad.
I'm not a super villain. I'm not even a villain. I'm a really nice guy, I promise. I operate on love.
Oh, let me get you back on the screen. I totally forgot to split screen there. You're talking to me. Okay. So anyway, if anybody's in Sedona currently, we would love some suggestions of your favorite places to go and see. We hear it's currently really crowded because of spring break and just the time of year. We have not explored anything yet. We did just get here yesterday afternoon, probably three or four. So we've seen these beautiful cliffs behind us, and that's about it. So definitely shoot us a comment. If not in the live chat, shoot it down below. This will be posted to YouTube for later viewing. But I do have a fun fact for you guys about Sedona here. Let me see if I can find it. Ta-da.
If you guys have any places that you want to see us go
Yeah.
in this adventure, drop it in the comments and we'll put it on our list.
I think
No promises, but we'll try.
we'll try. Next week will be our Sedona episode since we haven't explored yet. We have no footage. But people do come here to Sedona for the red rocks. They are amazing, and if you actually pick up the stones, they're kind of almost sparkly, and they feel sandy, and they degrade. There are over 100 plus hiking trails around in the area. If you go into Sedona, you've probably seen all sorts of famous shots at Cathedral Rock and Bell Rock, and there's 7 different vortexes here if you're into the spiritual world or sense any sort of vibrations. If you're looking for high vibration places in the US, this is one of the most popular, and it's growing more popular by the day. We actually saw a tour outside yesterday, and the guide had everybody walking around with their hands just out trying to feel the energy field, and it was kind of fun to see. One guy found something, and then they used some magic, they're not magic, those sticks
Water
they used
wands.
to find water. Are they called water wands?
Those little, you guys have seen them, those brass things that you hold in your
Hi,
hands.
Greg.
And when they cross, there's supposed to be water
There's
underneath
water.
it.
Well, funny thing is, they seem to work because they crossed right over this anthill, and it was right next to the same spot. Somebody was feeling some sort of frequency in their hands. So I don't know if it's a ploy and they're just playing into people, or if it's real. We don't know. We personally felt something in Mount Shasta. So if you haven't seen that episode, we explained vortexes a little bit more in there. Go back, watch that one. But there's 7 of them here supposedly. I don't know where they all are, but
I think this is supposed to
I
be
think
one where
we
we're at.
are
I felt a little something.
near
It's
one.
definitely not as strong
I get
as
tingling
Shasta
in
was.
my palms.
But we haven't really gone exploring. We've been inside the camper, which we're bombarded with Wi-Fi signals and all that stuff, which kind of interferes with that. So once we go exploring, I think we'll experience a lot more of that.
Yep. I never actually did get my fun facts.
Hey, Greg.
We got quite a few people here today.
Yeah.
So Sedona, fun fact, let's go back to that because I got sidetracked. Fun fact about Sedona is that it contains one of the last free-flowing rivers left in Arizona, and over 90 different movie films have been filmed here using these beautiful red rocks as their backdrop. So that's kind of neat. I could see why they would do movies here. This is a pretty amazing place, and we've just seen this location. So I'm excited to see more. Let's see here. Has anybody been to Arkansas? We quickly drove through Arkansas. We were mistaken thinking the hot springs, what was it called?
We expected the hot springs to be free.
Hot
And
Springs
they
National
were
Park.
more expensive than we had a budget for, so we just kind of kept going.
Yeah, we thought it was more of a outside national park, not indoor like bathing facility. So we kind of passed through there really quickly in a day. We might have to go back and check out some more of Arkansas. If you know any good spots, Greg, let us know. We'll be back on the East Coast soon. Oh yeah, so our third big announcement for you guys is Nick has been working really hard to install some solar on our roof so we can boondock longer than 4 days at a time. We currently have no solar, so we've been relying mostly on our 6 lithium batteries and just plugging into campsites every once or twice a week to recharge those up. So he's been working on the solar on our roof. He has been able to maximize our tiny space up there. So I'm gonna let him tell you a little bit about what he's been doing up there.
So I got the SunPower solar, the flexible solar panels, 110 watts each, 8 of them up there, so a total of 880 watts. And we're using a Victron solar charge controller. You can kind of see it in this overhead shot there.
2 here in the front, 2 here, 4 on the cargo boxes.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting putting those in. I was told by a lot of people that it couldn't be done, but I believe where there's a will, there's a way for everything. So we made it happen. I had to trim some of the edges of the panels away to have them fit and such, and I had to get really creative with my mounting style, but it's solid. This was made of wood and everything held up to the travels, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I have not wired them in yet, so they're not working. I have to wire them all in series, and my neighbor actually is really good at that kind of stuff, so he might be helping me out. And I don't think we're frozen.
Oh,
yeah.
Frozen.
Yeah. So we'll probably have solar pretty soon. Start with 880 watts, and then we're going to expand that. My goal is to have a total of 3,000 watts, but 2,000 of that is going to be deployable because I'm out of roof space. And Jacqueline made it a really big point that she wanted to maintain the ability to use the sunroof above our bed. And I kept trying to cover that up with solar panels, and she said, no. So always listen to your wife, and I'm really glad we did.
Plus, we just replaced it, and that was really expensive to replace, so we wouldn't want to go covering it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking forward to that, especially with the Starlink. And we put a new TV in because now we can stream TV that is using a little bit more power than we're used to. So we're not even sure how long we're going to be able to boondock in Arizona without finding a place to recharge our batteries. So
we were thinking about going to the Elks Lodge.
Yeah.
They have a nice spot right in town.
But that's exciting. I'm excited about the solar. I'm excited to see how well the flex panels work because we've heard mixed reviews on those. We will be updating you guys as that goes along, and there will be a Maintenance Monday video.
We got so many Maintenance Monday videos coming up.
We did a lot.
I did 20 projects while we were in Tucson, and every single one of them got a Maintenance Monday video.
I think maybe 15 of them will have a Maintenance Monday video.
Oh, okay.
Some of them.
Still a lot.
Some of them we didn't fully record, but yeah, keep looking for that. I think I'm going to try and have that released at the end of May if we do finish the wiring for that. So hopefully, if you're interested on how we got all of this on this tiny camper, you will have that because hooking those down to the roof, we did not want to put holes in our roof, so Nick used a unique method that we'll share with you in that video. See, hot springs were expensive. Yeah, when we start getting a little more income, we might go back and visit some of those places we wanted to do that were a little more pricey. Sarah Gordon's Ghost Town. Nevi, is that the one that you sent us before? Because we did look into that. We haven't been there yet, but it really looks interesting. I actually brought that up to Nick again the other day. So maybe we will hit, I forget that guy's name, but maybe we'll see. It was in Southern California. We'll have to look that up and find out what area that is. For now, it's not in our plans this year, but they're constantly changing because we don't actually have plans most of the time. Which brings me to our next topic. People are always asking us, where are we off to next? Where is our next adventure? And if you've been following along on our channel or even seen a few of our episodes, you know we don't plan. And when we do plan, those are constantly changing. So we do our best to just try and go with the flow. We kind of pick a direction. Oh, sorry guys. And this summer, our direction we picked was the Pacific Northwest. So after Sedona, we probably will be heading back towards California to stop by our hometown for a quick minute, and then we're off to explore Oregon and Washington, and we will be there most of the summer if the weather maintains up in Washington. We've got some family up there we are visiting. We also have a wedding we're attending, and yeah, after that we have no idea. That's it, just Pacific Northwest.
So I'm trying to see if Sean will jump on here.
Oh, Nick's trying to bring in a guest. We'll see if he is available. What's the software we use for our video editing? We use Final Cut Pro for our video editing because we have a MacBook. We hear people also like Adobe. What is it? Adobe. It's the Adobe one. The editing software.
Oh, I don't remember.
There's dirt all over my computer from the
I
window
know.
being open.
Well, that's why I shut that window. It was blowing all the
It's
dust.
so
in.
windy. My computer has like an inch of dust on it now.
Adobe Premiere.
Oregon coast. We have actually been to the Tillamook Cheese Factory before. We were there 6 or 7 years ago. Best ice cream ever. And if you haven't been, that's a cool little factory to go to. They've got like a cheese bush you can sit in and take a picture. Are you back?
I'm back.
Okay. Did you hear from Sean?
No, I just texted him.
Okay.
Sean's our neighbor with the Starlink. I'm trying to see if he'll join our live chat. I think that would be kind of cool. Have 2 Starlinks going at once.
Oh, we also wanted to give a huge thank you shout out to Leanne and Jeff, who kindly offered us a free year of Boondockers Welcome, which was just incorporated into Harvest Host. So we are looking forward to trying that out in the Pacific Northwest this summer. We haven't been able to use it. We've had it since January, but we've been stuck in Tucson. So yeah, we'll let you guys know how that goes, how we enjoy that. That's exciting. It gives us a whole other option of places to boondock. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, the Pacific Northwest is going to be awesome. So I was actually born in Bremerton, and I left when I was 8 and came to California. And so I'm really excited to go back and explore. I have not spent much time in Washington as an adult. So this is going to be a really fun summer, especially with everything we added over the winter. Like, this is definitely going to be our best summer yet. I'm leaving room. I'm saying this is our best summer yet because I'm leaving room for next summer. I think it's going to be even better. Every year is going to be better than the next.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Yeah,
right?
we keep trying to improve the camper and making it. It's a home to us.
It's funny. Like this thing started out as a 2005 Lance 981, and it's now a 2022.
It's basically brand new.
Yeah.
Can you give maybe a recap on how the Starlink's working? We're currently streaming on it, so if you can see us and hear us and it looks good, it's working great.
Yeah. So we actually went out and bought a TV and mounted it in our bedroom, and we stream Netflix and YouTube and Disney Channel and all the stuff. Up until now, we've been working 100% on mobile data. We did have a Selfie booster. Actually, we still have that, but we're not using it anymore. It's unplugged. And we're pretty much doing everything on this little tablet. This was our TV. This was everything. This was our stereo. it's pretty beat up.
I smashed it in a slide on
see
accident.
the cracks in it. But this thing, I think it's a Samsung S4.
It's so old.
It's old. It's really old. When we play music on it on the stereo, it starts skipping out.
It crackles.
It needs to be replaced. So, but now we have a real TV, so we use that instead of the tablet most of the time.
Says the stream's crystal clear, so
That's
I'm
awesome.
glad. Yesterday we were getting a little concerned because it was going in and out a little bit, but yeah. So.
If I take a screenshot of the Starlink app, do you think is there a way to put it on this for everybody to see?
There is.
Okay.
I need that on my desktop though.
Was the music skipping in your ear when you?
I can't hear it. I turned it down because your voice was so loud, which probably means I blasted everybody when I turned it up via the computer.
Thanks.
All right, so Nick is trying to.
I'm gonna take a
That
screenshot.
actually.
Or can I share
pretty
my
good.
screen?
I can maybe
That'd be cool.
share your screen.
I
Yes,
think
so
I
you
have
can.
to do it. But
Extra camera.
bear with us, guys. This is our first time using this.
Oh, gosh.
I don't see
So
it.
since you're an admin,
Uh-huh.
if you go down here, do you have this screen, this thing at the bottom?
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
You share screen.
I don't have that option. Okay. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and keep talking to these guys.
All right. Have you heard from Sean?
I have not.
Cool. That was pretty much all of my announcements.
Well, let's open up the floor
Yeah.
for you guys. Ask us any questions you want. Let's have a conversation.
Oh, cool. You're gonna like your satellite. We have heard the square satellites. If you receive a new one, maybe we've heard the square ones are having some issues with the cord that can. What was that thing called?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
The square dishes. The cord.
Oh yeah. So here, share my screen. Or share my thing. So
Modem.
the square dishy, the new one, they're having troubles with the connector. So we have the second gen dish, which is they made 2 round dishes, and then they went with the 3rd edition, which I'm sorry, it's not square, it's rectangular. It is much easier to store. It uses a lot less watts than the round one. But they are having trouble with that connector that goes into the dish itself. So if you get the rectangular dishy, you want to make sure and be extra careful with that connection. Never, ever, ever connect it with power on. So you want to unplug the power and then connect your Ethernet cable or whatever it is. I don't think it's actually an Ethernet cable. I think it's something else. But it's kind of like an Ethernet cable.
They look like it.
And you connect it in there and make sure it's good, the connection's good, and then give it power. If you connect it while there's power going to it, it could arc and completely fry the dish. There's been a lot of people that have been complaining about that. But one thing's for sure, my experience with Starlink customer service is they are on it. They really work hard to help us out in any way that they can. If you don't currently have Starlink service and you're not getting through to the support, that's pretty common. But once you get service, they will prioritize you. So that's a little encouraging because, you know, they get bombarded with all kinds of requests from people that don't have service, and they just don't have the staffing to respond to all of that right away, but they do get to it eventually.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a question up on the screen here for you. Can you see it?
Yeah, did you ever get a tachometer to settle down in your truck? No.
Oh man.
No, I tried cleaning up the grounds. God, you know, I think I need to get a new voltage regulator in my truck. It's probably gone bad. So I'm planning on upgrading my alternator and the voltage regulator at the same time, and just basically going through all the electronics in the truck systematically. And then I want to set it up to charge the lithium batteries in the camper as we're driving down the road. So that is on my list of projects, but I want to make sure that we have our solar. And Nevi, to your credit, buddy, you recommended that we do a gray water recirculation system. I have been looking into that, and we're planning on doing that in the future. That's actually the next thing on our list. So once we do that, and the camper's all set up and everything's going well with the camper, then I'll start working on the electronics of the truck.
Okay.
But I just drive by here anyways. I don't need a tag.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a speedometer.
You have-
The speedometer does the same thing.
We're at Angeles and see the places where the film is.
Oh, I've been to Port Angeles.
Did that?
Yeah, I
Weren't you
delivered
born
a,
in?
there.
Weren't you born in Port Angeles?
No.
Oh.
No, Bremerton.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Is yours hard mounted on top of our camper? I think that's referring to the dishy.
Yeah. So no, the answer is no. What I did is I've just got the standard tripod that it comes with, and I shoved 2 of the legs underneath the crossbar of our what do you call it, cargo rack, and then I put a strap around it so it's strapped to that bar. So if the wind goes absolutely berserk, it's not going to run away on us or fall off the roof or anything like that. And so it's nicely nestled right in between the cargo boxes, and they don't block the signal at all. They do if I open them. So when I'm up there tooling around and I got the cargo boxes open, it'll interrupt the signal. And I've had a few times where I left them open and I came in here and Jacqueline's like, "Why is the internet not working?" Oh yeah, go shut those cargo boxes. So
Okay. Ordered one, but trying to call them, they don't leave a number. Yeah,
there's no number to get a hold of Starlink. You have to get a hold of them through the support email system. And you can request a call.
Oh,
So
yeah, they do call you back.
I'm not saying they're gonna call you, but they have called me, and we talked on the phone for about 20 minutes. They were very, very helpful.
And you already mentioned that, like, if you are a subscriber, they are on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you have Starlink service, if you're paying a bill, then you're prioritized.
You're prioritized, and they answer you pretty quickly. But we did have some trouble when we were trying to switch.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
tough. That took 3 months. So I'll tell you the story on that. I don't think we've ever gone into detail on that. So
A little bit.
we went and picked up the satellite. I paid $750 for it secondhand, which is more than Starlink sells them for, but it allowed me to get one right now. And this was before we could figure out where you could get one immediately. These days, it's easier. But I'm kind of glad that we got the round dish because it seems to have some advantages over the rectangular one. So anyhow, we picked up the dish and we went down to Cave Creek and we tried to connect it. And I had requested service at a Cave Creek address that's just north of Phoenix. And they replied back that they couldn't do that because there was no availability in Cave Creek. So that is something to be aware of if you're buying a dish secondhand, is you've got to have an address that has availability. So it's not the same availability as if you're ordering a new dish. It's easier to get that availability. What does that sound?
No idea. Sounds like it's coming from outside, like a generator or something.
I need to go check that out. Hang out, guys.
Sorry, we're getting like a generator sound coming somewhere.
I figured it out.
Oh, you turned on the air on that thing.
Whoops. All right, bring me back.
Loud.
Jack,
Okay,
bring me back.
we're glitching now. Maybe the computer trying to process 2 screens. With one of you, it seems fine. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so maybe we'll just leave it
Just
on one.
prioritize me for now.
For sure.
So anyways,
You trying to play?
we struggled to get it to connect in Cave Creek, and then I ended up finding an address just north of Tucson that was available. And so I sent in the request form using that address, and that didn't go through for like a month because the guy that I bought it from didn't respond to the email. So they basically sent him an email that said, hey, you want to transfer service to this person, and he just never responded to it. And I have no way of knowing that, so I have no idea what the heck was going on there. I guess there was just confusion, and there was no way for me to know. So then we finally got him to change that, but then the RV park that we were in was in a cell that was completely inactive, so I couldn't even transfer the address to that RV park, and roaming wasn't active yet. So that's what led up to the 3 months that it took us to actually get connected. And one of those months I was actually paying the $99 and didn't get any service. So, but it was a worthy investment to get the internet that we have today. I don't regret it in the slightest. Once roaming activated, we went to Rooster Cogburn's, and that's in one of our episodes. You can watch it. We connected it for the first time. The second gen Dishy has to do an update before it'll roam. So I had to do that update there in the parking lot. And then once it did that update, we came back to the campsite and set it up on the roof. And within, I don't know, 12 hours or so, it connected and we were live. It was awesome. And it's been awesome ever since. As I understand it, the rectangular dishes already have that software update built in, so they will roam right out of the box. You don't have to set them up for the first time at your service address. You can set them up anywhere in the US. In fact, people are connecting in Mexico and Canada, to my knowledge. I think Canada. I know Mexico for sure. I think Canada is connecting as well with a US satellite. It used to be you had to have a Canada satellite to connect in Canada, and a US to connect in US, and a Mexico to connect in Mexico. Now, if you have a US satellite, you can cross the borders freely and it'll work. You are not supposed to use it on the highway. People are doing it, and it is working, but you're voiding your warranty. You can potentially break the satellite, yada, yada, yada. We've done it in real slow speeds. I don't want to go over 40 miles an hour with that thing connected, but if we're just kind of changing spots running through town, I'll leave it on. But if we're going on the freeway, I take it off. I'll put it, I have a special spot in the cargo box for it. It's all strapped down with cushions all around it to keep it safe. I kind of want to buy one of those marine satellite domes for it.
The cover.
Yeah, they sell them secondhand. I found some on the internet on eBay for $600. So the 24-inch ones should fit ours. So I'm thinking about doing that.
And maybe a maintenance video in the future.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Got any more questions? We answered all the questions. Does anybody else have any other questions for us? So I'm just excited the Starlink's actually streaming.
No kidding.
Oh, there went Nick. We will, now that we know this works, we will probably live stream more often. We'll let you guys know. We'll probably set up a schedule for that. Amazon. It says check Amazon.
You can get the domes on Amazon?
You can get everything on Amazon.
Oh, dude, Nevi, send me a link, please. If you know of one, because I haven't found any on Amazon. It needs to be 24 inches because the satellite that we have is 23 and a half. Outside diameter.
Thank you.
Thanks for that, Nevi.
Cool. He's going to send that to you.
Thanks, buddy. You guys are awesome.
You're awesome. Yes. We love all of you guys.
Thanks,
You're
Standing
great.
Mannequin.
We couldn't ask for better viewers. You guys are also positive and helpful. We love your comments. So we are in Sedona, and the weather was beautiful yesterday. Today it's been overcast, and the wind just picked up right before we started live streaming. Like I said at the beginning, we were trying to live stream outside. We had the table set up and everything, but 40-mile-an-hour gusts is too much. We have dust in here on our computers just from having a window open. There's so much dirt around here. It's just kicking up everywhere. But as far as the temperature, I think it's high 70s or low 80s. It's really comfortable. I'm in short sleeves. You guys rarely see that. I'm always bundled up in warm clothing because I don't tolerate the cold well. So
It's like 90
comfortable.
degrees down in Cave Creek.
Yeah,
We came through there on the way here and it was so hot, and it's perfect here.
It is dry air, and the sun is really intense when it does hit your skin. It does feel really intense, but today it's nice, cool day. Tomorrow, hopefully similar, so we can get some exploring in.
Yes, MDV, I do think that is a contributing factor
Really
to
do.
our signal.
We heard clouds can block the signal a little bit.
Yeah,
And it's
so
overcast.
what a lot of people are doing that need
You see it out there.
what a lot of people are doing that need connectivity to be constant, especially if they're doing Zoom meetings and stuff for work, is they're doing a mesh network of mobile data and Starlink. So that way, when one service gets interrupted, the other one seamlessly takes over. You can go to the Mobile Internet Resource Center to check that out. They've got a whole write-up on how to do it. That has been a great resource for mobile internet, obviously.
We've been using that a lot.
Really
we gave them a
good guys.
shout out in our Starlink video because we used all their information.
And also the RV Starlink group on Facebook has been extremely helpful. And I've asked them several questions and they've jumped all over it to help me out. They're very, very knowledgeable people.
Yeah, we'll have to plan our live streams on sunny days.
Oh, and the truck performed flawlessly with the new head. I mean, it's not new, it's been refurbished. It's the old head, but we did a full valve job on it, and man, it's running so good. It was there's quite a steep grade on the way to Sedona, and it climbed that very, very well. I was passing everybody in the left lane.
All right. Any other questions before we wrap up? We would love to answer any that you guys have. Let's see, we've got just a couple people watching. Give you guys a minute. Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, if that's all the questions.
It's been a pleasure.
We appreciate you joining us. We are excited this worked. We're excited to meet all of you finally. And we will be doing more live streams in the future. And next week, check out our Sedona episode. Oh, we do have a question here last minute. Sorry, question Starlink not available here in Southeast US. Thanks for the info.
Thanks, MDB.
The South. More paddleboard. We actually left our paddleboards in Oregon. They were getting to be a hassle for us. They were breaking constantly. We hope to get some inflatable boards in the future. So we will try to paddleboard a little bit more for you.
Greg, we never forget to have fun, man.
Yeah.
Even when we're working our butts off. Life's an adventure, and you got to treat it like a game, even through the hard times, you know?
Yep.
And we're committed to this adventure. Let me tell you, if we can pull it off, we're going to do this for the rest of our lives. So stick with us.
So there's no Starlink in the Southeast US? You know anything about that?
I have looked at maps, and it
You
does
have them.
appear that there is Starlink out there.
Doesn't?
I'm pretty sure there's people that are connected. However, there's probably a big wait list. So maybe that's what you're experiencing.
Maybe. Inflatable, yeah.
Yeah, the inflatable paddleboards or kayaks actually is what we're looking at. So I need to organize the cargo boxes a little bit better to make room for those. So those are on their way. As we wrap up all of our projects, you know, we'll get back to having more fun. But right now we're trying to make this adventure very sustainable so that we can just keep doing it forever.
Yeah, we also need to get some little floaters for our cameras because we've lost quite a few cameras in the water.
Yeah.
We're terrible at that. All right. Any other questions from anybody? Looks like people are starting to leave. So, yeah, we will have a Sedona episode out for you next Tuesday, assuming we get enough exploring in before then. So join us there on that adventure as well. once again, thanks for joining us. We are excited that you were all able to do that. And
see you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
we'll see you next week.